So here it is, AirPods Pro announced a couple of days ago, released today. And if you're curious how they compare to previous AirPods or just like other headphones in general, hopefully this video will help with that. But on first glance, you can tell there are some differences with the case itself. With the previous generation, you had a smaller case. The new one is still quite small, but it's a bit wider, a little bit thicker, and not as tall. The actual AirPod design is different as well. With the original AirPods 2, you have a longer stem. The new ones cut the stem off, but increase the size of the AirPod itself, like the top portion of it. Battery life remains the same as the regular AirPods 2. 5 hours of use before needing to charge, 4 to 4.5 if you use active noise cancellation. The case itself can be charged wirelessly or using a lightning cable, and the case will give you about 24 hours of use before that needs to be charged as well. Now, just like the AirPods 2, you have the H1 chip embedded inside of the device, which means when you open up the case, it's automatically going to be detected by your phone and start the pairing process. All you have to do is press connect, the phone will connect to your new AirPods Pro, and then it'll display a bunch of media control tutorials so you can figure out how to use this device. Now, to control the AirPods, it's a bit different than the previous generation. The previous generation, there was a lot of taps to make things happen. This one is all squeezes now. To make the song pause or play, you have to squeeze the bottom, and what you'll hear in your ear is a little click. It's kind of like milking a cow. You just press the bottom of the stem and it'll pause or play. If you want to go to the next track, it's the same idea. You'll tap twice or press twice. And if you want to go to the previous track, you do it 3 times. Now, I'll be honest with you, it does require a bit of pressure to make it happen. It's not as fluid as the previous AirPods where you simply tapped. It's definitely going to take some getting used to, but you do get a lot more features with these AirPods. For example, if you want to activate noise cancellation, you can either do it by long pressing on the side of your AirPod Pro or going into the volume controls in the control center and doing it manually there. So right now I have noise cancellation on, so outside of me is blocked. I'm sorry if I'm yelling. You can turn it off, which means nothing is happening, no noise cancellation or no transparency mode. Now, transparency mode is a big deal because I've used tons of headphones with ambient noise, which basically allows you to hear your environment by amplifying the microphones by bringing the sound into them. And it does the job, but they usually sound really bad. Apple has done one of the best jobs with their ambient noise control or transparency. It just sounds significantly more natural. The other thing to note is that if you don't like things sticking in your ear, you will feel them, but it's not nearly as aggressive as something like the Sennheiser truly wireless Momentums where they go inside of your ear canal. On top of that, I find with most earbuds when they have to go inside is that they cause such a tight seal around your ear that you can start hearing things you shouldn't want to hear. For example, you can hear yourself breathing, you can hear yourself walking, and that's because the seal is so tight that no air is getting through. So what Apple has done is they created these little vents on the side of the stem and on top of the AirPod Pro. This allows air to pass through, so you don't hear your heart beating, you don't hear yourself walking, which is a lot more natural than, let's say, earbuds that completely block all the noise. Hey, so I'm calling you right now from the AirPods Pro. How do I sound? Do I sound like Justin Bieber doing his best song for the entire year? Actually, I probably sound better, don't I? I sound clear? You can hear me okay? And I can hear you good. You sound clean as well. It does? She said it sounds like I'm talking on the phone. Okay, perfect. I no longer need your services. Have a great day. Goodbye. Now the big question, how is the noise cancellation compared to the competition? Now, I've never used truly wireless earbuds with active noise cancellation. And I have to say, these do a remarkable job. Is it better than something like the Beats Solo Pro or the Sony over-the-head earphones or even the Jabra 85Hs? No, they're not, but they do such a good job. Like today I was on top of a building and all you could hear was traffic, and it blocked out, I'd say about 90% of it, but a little bit was still getting through. So if you're planning to take these on an airplane, they will block out the majority of the noise. So this brings me to audio quality. How do they sound compared to the previous AirPods? Do they sound great in general? Which headphones on the table does the best job? I'll be honest with you, audio is very, very subjective, but this is what I discovered listening to all of these headphones. If you want a vibrant, punchy sound, you're definitely gonna wanna go with the PowerBeats Pro or the Beats Solo Pro. If you want like the best balance with a little bit of vibrancy, I would go with the Sennheiser Momentum Wireless headphones. I find these ones offer like the best balance of sound, but I don't like the way they feel in my ear. With the Sennheisers, I'll wear them for an hour and then I'll just get a lot of ear fatigue because they have to go really deep inside of your canal for that passive noise cancellation. Now, the AirPods 2 and the AirPods Pro have a very similar sound spectrum. I honestly couldn't tell the difference in terms of sound quality between both of these devices. If you're in a quiet room, they sound a lot alike. As soon as you move away into noise, the AirPods Pro excel over the AirPods 2 because you can block out that environment. And for those of you asking if it works for Android, it does. You can use the same functions to pause, play, skip a track, and to go back. And I was kind of worried that it wouldn't work with noise cancellation, but it does. Noise cancellation still works on Android. All you have to do is the same thing you would do on the iPhone. Long press the right stem or the bottom tip of the AirPod Pro and it will turn on noise cancellation or it will turn it off. So anyways, that wraps up my review on the AirPods Pro. I think they're a nice addition to Apple's headphone lineup. They kind of touch every single area. You got the noise cancellation, you have a better fit now, you have the same battery life, and it's still in a portable form factor. If you have a question about any of these devices on which one you should personally pick up, feel free to let me know in the comments below or hop on my Discord server. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.